Seth Doane has sent us this postcard from Tuscany, partly because he had no other choice. He'll explain.
This village in Tuscany, framed by cypress trees, does not just appear tranquil.
The silence and
it's beautiful. The only thing you hear is people talking in the street.
The ambient sounds here are that of conversation, and not on a cell phone.
Signal?
nessun servizio, as we say.
No service.
No service.
Pretty
yes.
typical.
Yes, yes.
Carlo Ducci grew up near Galliano di Mugello and wrote a guidebook about this place.
This is a part of Tuscany that's a little lesser known.
Yes, it's a hidden jewel.
A medieval jewel with a modern distinction. While it was once part of the fiefdom of the mighty Medici family, now it's noteworthy for the lack of power overhead. There's no cell phone service.
Giorno.
The town butcher runs his business mostly by landline.
No line at all, no bars at all.
He does keep a mobile phone handy, but not for calls.
Stai giocando. You're playing a game.
This town is not alone. There are 91 municipalities across Tuscany struggling with cell phone service in a country which is surprisingly way behind technological times. Italy ranks near the bottom of the European Commission's Index of Digital Competitiveness, just behind Latvia, Czech Republic, and Croatia.
Per me non era un grosso sacrificio.
For me, it's not a big sacrifice, butcher Andrea Guasti told us. But for those who need to work or are involved in long-distance learning, there are great difficulties. And they go to great lengths, as we learned on this long road on the outskirts of town.
Vieni qua a studiare. You come here to study?
Sì, vengo qui spesso.
Yes, I come here often when the house doesn't have internet, Gregorio Ferretti told us. This 17-year-old says nearly once a week he has to hike up here as the slightest weather disruption knocks out their already shaky internet. There's no mobile service in town.
Hai segnale? Do you have a signal?
Sì.
But up here, he can get a little signal.
Tre bar.
3 bar non sono male, non sono male.
That's not bad. 3 bars is not bad.
Online learning, prompted by the pandemic, has created particular problems in this place, only eased a bit by the view.
Sappiamo trovare il bello nelle
We have found the beauty of life and the connection between friends, he told us, but we are a little isolated.
Però siamo un po' isolati.
At the local inn, owner Valentina Parini felt that isolation. She has a landline at reception, but that wasn't very helpful last winter when she was sleeping upstairs with just her cell phone and heard a burglar. I tried to call police from all corners of the room, she told us.
How hard was it to get a line that night on the phone?
20 minuti.
20 minuti, 20 minutes.
Sì.
Qualunque compagnia privata fa un investimento se ha un ritorno economico.
The village's mayor told us there's not enough profit in this tiny town for telecom companies to invest.
This is more than just an inconvenience, though. It can also be a public safety issue, a hazard.
Noi sindaci l'abbiamo messa.
We have a civil protection plan, Gian Piero Mongatti told us. For example, in December 2019, we had a seismic event. We tried to reach residents, but they were outside where there was no signal. So we had to send out the police with a megaphone.
Con il megafono a dare l'indicazione ai cittadini.
He's hopeful millions of euros in new European Union funding aimed at closing the digital divide could help Italy.
Ora la battaglia è ottenere una soluzione.
Now the battle is to find a solution, he said, and then we have the battle of fighting for the timeline.
It sounds like with no offense, it sounds like a very Italian situation.
Lo volevo dire io.
I would have said the same, he admitted. But while the practicality of this poses a challenge, in a place with no cell phones ringing or dinging, residents told us they have found the joy of conversation in person. So perhaps they're better connected after all.